live channel. How did this go? Alright. So, I think we're on.
See, what's your page called? Boom. No.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know if we'll get anybody to actually see this, which is fine.
Dance of Eternity. One-arm drum cover. There's another Jack Thomas that's a drummer.
Yeah, he got famous for... So we'll see. I don't know how I can invite you. Bless you. Bless you. Nice. Now we're gonna get to hear. What up, one person watching? We're just chatting, hanging out, trying to figure out how the YouTube stream works. Comment your favorite color.
Oh yeah.
It needs to give me like...
Well, people, yeah, show me the comments. Where am I looking for?
We got 3 people here now. What's
Yeah.
up, 3 people?
I think me and you were 2 of them.
Hell yeah, that means we got a whole independent third person here, though.
Let's go. Where are the comments? Where am I looking at?
We have no comments right now.
Where's the chat that I'll be looking at?
That you'll be looking at? Here.
Boom. Alright, person that's in here, listen. And listen real good. Say something to me. Talk
to him.
trash.
He's got his sick Capitals jersey on.
Talk trash.
He practiced all day for this.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. Open studio. Maybe I can do it from here. That might be it. This might be it. 4 concurrent viewers. Make a highlight video. What up, bro Uncanny? How you doing? Did you comment your favorite color? Because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get all the favorite colors in here. We got 2 people commenting, and one of them's me. It's not nearly good enough. There's got to be a way to do it. Yo. See? We got a whole nother comment.
Let's go.
What is up, folks?
We are professional musicians, so if you do have questions about being a professional musician, let me know.
If not, he also owns a bass.
I do. Look, this is one of them right here.
Tell him about that bass. Oh, we got Purple. What up?
What's up, Perp?
Lovey Mama 09. I didn't say that right, but maybe it's Loves MMA. Are you a fighter?
Oh, loves MMA. That's got to be it.
Purple. Purple. For sure.
I've got purple on the strap of this bass.
We have a red guitar on the wall, Uncanny. I don't want to get it off the wall, but you can kind of see it right there. Oh, my hand's going the wrong way. One of these ways is there you go. Play U2. Legally, I think I'll get canceled if I play U2. I think they own the world. Here, hold your bass up and just play it into the microphone. Acoustic bass. He still hasn't found what he's looking for. I like the way you're playing it on acoustic bass. And there's a guitar next to you.
Without you. With or without you. There you go. There's some U2.
Yeah. Oh, there. Hey, see, Uncanny. I would definitely make sure I wouldn't forget you. See, there's the red guitar. We have this other guitar here. This is also a guitar.
Caveat: he's not a professional guitarist.
I own several guitars.
He's a professional drummer.
And those are drums there.
Yeah.
Okay, no, there. Sorry. The camera's really fucking me up. I'm sorry. Dude, your gay neighbor's hot then. If I look like your gay neighbor, I look just... Man, he's hot as hell.
Your Gaber.
Also, Zanch, you didn't comment your favorite color. And Pickles, you haven't commented your favorite color, and that pisses me off.
Yep.
There was one request at the top of this, and it was your favorite color, and no one did it. Well, no, they all did it, and you didn't do it. So, kind of, in the rules.
Bit of a letdown. Hey, I will say, for our 13 friends on here, if you have questions about how we sustain ourselves as professional musicians, fire away. Because today's a bit of a trial. We're just getting our little bearings set, but why you got us?
He gave me a like for the gay joke. Hey, it wasn't a joke. That guy's obviously very... Oh, wait. Unless you're talking about Nick. If your gay neighbor looks like Nick, then...
Yeah, which one does it look like? Or she?
They? How dare you? That your favorite color is pink panties? That's your favorite color?
What do you think with a child?
I don't know. This guy... Pickles is in a mood. Pickles came in here from the top rope. I'm sure you guys sell weed.
No, I'm an adult.
No. I just happen to have these pill bottles on the desk unrelated.
Show him, Jack. Show him your pinto beans.
They don't need to see these. These are fine. Those are shakers. This is not what you're thinking. Bon Jovi. That's not a color, Zanch. Here, sing him a Bon Jovi song.
Oh, no, you got to go right here. There you go.
You didn't sing it.
That's for free.
Go ahead and Zelle him $20 and he'll play the rest of it for you.
Does one of you single people have Zelle?
We're holding also a little bit of a request here. You don't have a favorite color? Give me a top 3 color for you then. If it's not your favorite, top 3. How much for a... Oh, no, you good.
How much for what?
How much for a Roxy?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know what that says, but I appreciate it. Sushi, what's your favorite color? Sushi, what's your favorite color?
Sush!
You can't come in here and not have a favorite color. I'm not letting Zanch off that easy either. There's gotta be.
Yeah, you could love a bad name, Pickles. Yeah!
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, honey. You give love a bad name. How much to make you say European football is the real football?
It is.
I mean, it is certainly a thing.
It's certainly much more respected and accepted and played and watched.
But American football, though, is way more violent.
Dude, somebody told me that, so Bayern plays Dortmund, a couple times a year. I heard that every single time that they play, it's got significantly more viewership than the U.S. Super Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think the same is true for Manchester teams playing, City versus United. I think that's true as well.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's like night and day.
I don't know, man.
Surely one of y'all is British. Back me up here.
I think Zanch is probably European.
Now, Zanch sounds like a British name. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, they used mate earlier. I'm going to guess they're somewhere in the European Union. Or
Latvia. No, as I say, yeah, they're not.
I said European Union, you said Latvia. Hell yeah.
leaders of the European
Sushi
Union.
wants a ghost story. Sushi, I'll tell you a ghost story if you tell me your favorite color. That's the currency on this channel.
Or real money.
or real money. Oh, dude, I know the Champions League. What's your team, though?
What does it say?
So wait till you hear about the Champions League final. I'm well aware.
We're not stupid, I promise.
We're just
Yeah, we are just American. No, I'm a gunner, dude. I follow Arsenal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why?
They're owned by the same dudes that own the Rams, the LA Rams.
Are you a Rams fan?
No. It's just an American owner. That's cool.
Well, there's a lot of American
ask this dude. Half the teams are owned by Middle Eastern oil companies.
Well, yeah, but like...
And Arsenal's not. Plus, they have homegrown guys from the program.
Homegrown. Liverpudlians.
That's right. I'm not as dumb as you thought I was. Also, my buddy James, he's from North London, and he got me on him.
That makes sense. That makes more sense, for sure. I can't believe...
What does he say? Man U?
Man U has a massive following, and City are currently very successful, so their match is watched by a lot of people. Yeah, that tracks.
They're huge. I mean, you see a ton of, Holland stuff, like, merch over here. You don't see... Dude, around 2012, 2014, when United was slammed, you saw so many jerseys, but now it's just City stuff.
Well, yeah, people just want what's popular at the time. Who's winning?
Yeah, but City's not on top right now. I want to say they're fourth.
Never Arsenal.
No,
Arsenal never wins.
No, yeah. What does that say?
Just Arsenal doesn't win.
No, that's true. Like, yeah, we've choked heavily the last 3 years, but it's gonna be the year. No, we literally just went we just got a streak broken by West Ham, who's halfway down the table.
Hell yeah. Well, this is apparently the channel where we talk about very little about music. Oh yes, Color Crystal. What up, James?
Crystal,
my boy James in the chat. We've never done this before. We're kind of messing around with software right now, buddy.
Yeah.
So this is us just kind of fucking around in the afternoon. James actually runs a really successful channel. He has a couple video game review.
James?
Yeah.
Who's James?
My buddy from home.
Oh.
He's in the chat right now.
Oh, he's watching.
He's watching right now.
What's up, bro? We have a legend in the chat.
We have you support United, so you cry every match week?
Yeah, no, it's they've fallen off so hard. And they'll come back. It always comes back around, but City had the last 10 years basically.
I like the way I randomly centered that fan behind you and not you.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, I will say I am playing tonight. I've got a packed week downtown. I've got a big week.
Where do you play tonight?
Tonight I'm playing at Jelly Rolls, which is one of the newer bars. It is the newest bar on Broadway.
Tell these people about who Jelly Roll is.
He's a stand-up individual with no criminal history who is actually a really good dude, but his music is clearly polarizing. But he's just the loved man of country music right now. Jelly Roll is... Everybody, even if you don't like his music, everybody's like, yeah, but he seems like a nice guy. He's out here paying for kids' college and stuff. He's great. He's awesome. But
yeah, comment your favorite Jelly Roll song.
Shut up. So I'm playing at Jelly Rolls tonight on Broadway in
Mr.
Nashville.
Rolls himself.
Yeah. He shows up.
Does he really?
Apparently all the time.
Have you seen him there?
No.
So here's what I've seen, and maybe this is crazy. They're doing tattoos at that bar.
What?
It's what it says. Tattoos, live music, and alcohol.
Whoa.
So here's my question to you, Nick.
Okay.
Would you get a tattoo at a random bar on Broadway?
It's in line with maybe what the clientele want, but I don't know that I would.
Not
do
the clientele,
myself.
you.
No, I got to think too hard about that stuff. I've got to really go in with an angle and a plan.
If you were on vacation in Nashville and you were with all your friends and you're just hammered drunk.
Right. It's Tuesday.
And you're like, fuck, on Tuesdays I get random tattoos. Do you trust going into a random bar you just see that says "Good Night Nashville" and you're like, that's the time, tattoo
me, dude? People love a good story, you know.
Is that a good story though, or is that just a story?
Did I tell you about getting tattoos in Jackson Hole?
No,
dude. Yeah, we were out on a show. There's this awesome bar called $1 Million Cowboy Bar, and we were out there playing, and we were there for the bar, a day off, and then playing like a festival that was in the downtown street, which was fantastic. It was like a Jackson Hole vacation. Dude, they pulled out this tattoo gun. These guys at like some of like the locals that we'd made friends with. Well, we kind of knew them through Metler, who you know, and they pulled out a tattoo gun, and I was like, cool.
Ooh,
they were like,
Tattoos Day. Oh fuck.
Tattoos Day.
Fuck you,
if you will. I will. We go to the dude. They were like, we should go to my place. We'll leave this bar where we're all drinking and hammered, and we'll go get tattoos at my place. We show up at their house. It's just a gun. The guy's hammered. And the worst part of it all is we get back and they're like, our roommate's sleeping, so you got to be quiet. I'm like, you just invited 10 plus drunk strangers into your house, and you don't mention that you have to keep it quiet because you have an angry neighbor.
Hell yeah.
But dude, they all got. I didn't get one because dude, you should see them. They're blown out. Those tattoos are blown out. Did Matt get a tattoo? I think he did. I think he got something on his hand. Oh. But guitarist and drummer did, that for sure. I think Metler got one. I don't know.
Walker didn't get one?
No, he was not out with us. Artist was sleeping.
Wow. Wasn't walking?
Boo.
Yo, is there anything to see in Seattle? I've not been to Seattle.
I have. I played up just a little south of Tacoma in Shelton, Washington. I did that maybe 6 months ago. There was a festival near, like they were doing motorcycle racing that day. It was like a MotoGP race. No, it wasn't GP. It was more amateur than that, but like it was one of those racetracks.
Is there anything to see in Seattle? I mean, I would assume so. There's the Space Needle. And then something else.
The market.
There you go. You can see where
what do they call
Jimi
that?
Hendrix is from Seattle.
And all the grunge bands.
Well, yeah, but that's just mostly plaid.
It's always been plaid.
It's always been plaid. Everybody in Seattle has a drug problem. That's a pretty large statement, Pickles. Everybody? Even the police?
Police.
Oh, man.
Well, why don't you guys try to stomp us? Hit us with some questions.
Pike's Fish Market. It's Pike's. James coming in. All right, Nick wants to answer questions about music. Ask him something music related. Here.
Yeah, ask me something.
Pickles, you just in here just being the worst right now. Just, you can't. How many songs are there?
Period? That's the question?
That's the first question. And then the second one is, do you drown in pee as a musician?
Do you drown in pee? We did my first gig out. We were in a Sprinter van, and we, at the beginning of each like weekend out, we would stop by a gas station, buy a jug, like a gallon jug of water, dump it out, and that's your pee jug for the week. So no, I never got covered in pee, but
I don't think he means like piss. I think he's like women.
I mean, there are women. What do you mean?
How many songs are there? So to answer Sword Bear's question, there are 4 songs. Wagon Wheel.
Yep.
Morgan Wallen.
Dude, if I got to play
Take Me Higher by Creed.
Well, it's just called Higher.
Well, but it's Take Me Higher in the real world.
Oh yeah.
And then what's that 4th song?
I think it's Cowboys from Hell by Pantera.
That is certainly, yep, that's it. It's Cowboys from Hell. Every Wednesday you got requested that.
Cowboys from Hell?
Yeah, every Wednesday for like 3 years. With Bobby. Bobby will play Cowboys from Hell with you tonight.
That's so funny. I love that.
Bobby loves that song.
I like Pantera a lot.
So Zanch, the prop. I mean, how did I know you were gonna say it? Because it's one of the 4 songs. You had a 25% chance of getting that right.
Right.
That was an easy. That was easy.
I'm not gonna lie. I play Wagon Wheel probably every other shift I've played, and I've played hundreds of shifts, like 4 hours on Broadway.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
You're not to hundreds yet.
I'm hundreds. I'll show you.
There's no way you're to hundreds.
I'll show you.
No.
I played.
You might be 100. There's no way.
What are you on? Do you know your number?
1,700.
1,700 shifts downtown. A slave.
Yeah. 1,700 times 4. Quick math. Math in the chat. 1,700 times 4. How many hours is that? One Last Breath, also by Creed. Never heard of it. I'm not sure that's a song.
Okay, I'm coming up on 100.
There's no way you're to hundreds. You might be to 100.
Yeah.
100.
I've been here 6 months. 6 months.
You're working. You're doing it. You're doing the thing.
Yeah,
You're doing the thing.
I've got 6 this week. I'm doing my first Tootsie's main.
No, multiple times a night. Not anymore. Right now.
What?
He said he is low. Wagon Wheel only every other. That would be like multiple times a night. What song is it multiple times a night for me right now?
I mean, I had a weird song I played twice the other night.
6,800 hours on Broadway at this point.
Somebody did your math?
Did the math.
Quick math.
Oh, I can answer that. How do you improve when you don't have a kit and you know where you're going for an intermediate drummer? Okay. Hi. That's in my purview. I'm gonna sit up for this one. How do you improve? So, do you have a practice pad? Do you have somewhere to practice at all? Because that's like,
I mean, back of a couch, dude.
I mean, really, you can spend $18 and buy a practice pad. I think you can do that, especially if you're serious about doing it.
Right.
And you need to figure out how you can get into a routine of playing.
Dude, a routine.
Like, honestly, like a routine would be huge. You got one. Perfect. So, man, you got one. But you don't have a drum kit, and you're trying to get better.
And honestly, electronic drum kits are kind of too expensive on entry.
Yeah. Well, drums in general are pretty expensive. You could honestly start working just with pad work, and I would just, spend some time to get ready and get your hands in better shape while you're saving to hopefully buy something cheap. And then like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, you could probably buy a pretty cheap drum kit.
Right.
Also, I would go from there.
Finding places around town or like friends too. Like I played a bunch of drums growing up and I never had a kit, and I would just like play at church or like play a buddy's at a rehearsal when we were done. Like I would just find it where I could get it and just try to get a little better.
Yeah, I mean, we could do... Have I ever used AI to compose music?
No.
I haven't, but like...
as in using it to write the lyrics?
So, here's the thing. I do know some people who have, like, jokingly, and I'm not sure how seriously, like, have ever made it past the joke stage, have used, like, ChatGPT for suggested stuff, but I don't really love that. I also think it doesn't do a very good job. Like, ethically aside, I don't think it does a very good job.
Right.
So I'm just not into it. And then, yeah, I just feel like AI just doesn't do enough justice. I do know there's apps like Moises and everything that people use, which is AI, and it separates already recorded music so people can like learn parts. Yeah, it doesn't do the same thing though. That's the thing. Like it doesn't. I know you can, but like just because you can doesn't make it like worthwhile. Hi, who are we people? No disrespect. No disrespect taken.
We're no one.
We're no one. We're just we're musicians in Nashville.
Yeah, we work Broadway. We work the road. We're not big session guys. We're not on stadium gigs, but we realize that we're in a cool spot because all we do is music, and I don't have like a job at Wendy's or anything. Like I just play music, and I pay all my bills very well.
Yeah, and like I bought this house playing music, which is pretty cool.
Right, and I bought one in Lexington playing music.
Yeah, and when people think about like working musicians, I think a lot of people are like, oh man, like this guy, like he's playing to a stadium every night and he's got 17 endorsements.
Right.
And like reality, like most of the guys you ever see, like even if you go to like a festival, like some of your favorite bands, like those guys are just working. And in Nashville, working means like you're playing in town, you're writing, you're touring, you're doing like this and that. It's never like one or the other. It's a lot of things. So like I might play 250 shows in a year between Nashville and between on the road. He plays a little more on the road than I do. Yeah,
we did 60 dates on the road last year, and I supplement that with any in-town work that I can get, which this week it's a lot of Broadway and it's more of a fundraiser showcase event. It's like an acoustic set that's at a venue, but we'll do like 2 a day or whatever. We just play a lot, but all we do is play music. I've been paid for sessions. Jack has been paid for sessions.
I do a little more sessions probably than you do.
Right.
I think that like you do more road work and I do like more session stuff.
Right.
But we're both trying to work in both of those ways more. It's never like about doing just one thing. I feel like is
right. But we are doing just music. And that's the rarity. And there's nothing wrong with anybody that has a job to supplement that. Like plenty of our friends wait tables or drive for UPS or do random stuff. Like one of my buddies, middleman's freight brokerage, like he like helps like semi-truck drivers and big companies arrange like freight. So it's whatever works. But for us, we've been thankful enough to all we do is play music. Play bass and guitar.
Yeah, I mean it kind of varies. We had the chat going on about AI. Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't even care honestly. In the live scene, luckily, I mean unless you want to call Ableton AI, but it's just playback's been around and will be around, and other than that, like on Broadway, there's kind of no room for AI.
I don't think it's even about learning to use AI. It's that AI doesn't fulfill a task that's needed right now for people in our world.
Yeah, especially the live sphere. Now, if it could shoot out a chord chart that was accurate for a song that I needed to play, then it'd be cool, but it can't. Like
that's the problem.
I even tried feeding it like a song and saying like, "Hey, could you give me a number chart for this?" And it can't.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a facet that will, but that's not going to do it.
That's been kind of like the issue that I've come up with. Like I've been able to feed like very specific requests that like it should know how to respond and how to give me something from that response. And it's not able to do that, which then at that point I'm like, this is now taking longer than it would have taken for me to just do the task. So maybe in the future that changes. And like there are some AI uses that are like super like,
yeah,
like legitimately, like the Moises app is cool. Aaron uses that a lot.
Really?
Because you can feed it an audio file and it'll multi-stem it.
Yeah, but this is even listed before. Like, there are other facets that is kind of already existed.
Okay, you're playing a huge festival here in our state. I don't think you suck. Fast ASAP? I mean, okay, first of all, comparing yourself to other people is always going to suck. Because, like, what they are doing naturally is coming naturally to them, and what you are doing naturally is coming naturally to you. So you really need to, like, not compare.
I was going to say, the reality is you're on the gig, and it's a festival, so you kind of have to go, cool, I'm the guy with the gig. I'm going to have the confidence to nail it.
Yeah, I mean...
Literally half the battle.
You're a local guitar player from Kentucky.
Hey, I'm from Kentucky.
Just the local band scene here Most gigs pay $400 to $600 for a 4-hour show. That's band pay as well.
Yeah, that's normal down here too. In fact, there are plenty that give the whole band $200 or $250, and they require you to have 5 people. Now, usually that offsets a bit in tips, but sometimes it doesn't. And I've walked away with not even $100 before on certain random gigs. It's brutal, but it's part of the deal.
I mean, I don't know exactly what you're trying to do. You were trying to get better paying gigs.
Yeah. I mean, dude, how long you been working at this though? Like to get where you are, we've been playing. Dude, there was a period of time when I was playing regardless of pay. And a lot of times, dude, I still do things that I know I'm not getting paid for. I did a session last week that was just for a homie, and he just wanted to cut a song for one of his homies. And I thought, you know what? I'm hanging out with really cool guys. Might as well do it.
Yeah, I mean, for our boy in Kentucky, a band gig with $400-$600, and it's for a show would tell me that it's probably a bar show. You're probably in a bar. You're probably playing covers the whole time. The way we offset that here in Nashville is we take requests. Like just realistically,
right.
Providing that kind of service, being able to do a lot of songs at request makes it so you can kind of name a price. Like, so, you know, country music, you're in Kentucky, you have to. It's legally obligated. And so instead of playing down all the same songs you'd always play, I would think about how can you add other songs that you know people are going to want to hear and open yourself up to be able to take requests and say, hey, can you throw us some money? What's the thing? It's not about like getting paid different amounts of money. They're different gigs. That's the thing too. Like,
yeah,
I mean, $1,300 for one guy also depends where you're at. I don't know where you're at. But like, it's never consistent because like I have shows sometimes I might take home $2,500 for the thing that I've agreed to on my end, and the next week I might get $200. Like,
right.
It's going to be really tough in general to just like think you're going to have consistent. I don't know how far you would be then. 45, been playing the tri-state since I was 17. I mean, realistically for us, that problem was apparent and we moved.
Yeah. I mean I had work when I was living back in Lexington, Kentucky, but it wasn't like this at all. I was lucky to have 2 gigs a week, and here I'm like literally karate fighting people off of me. I can't take all the gigs I'm being offered.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely don't have enough hours in the freaking day.
There's that thing about too, everyone who's a big fish in their pond comes here, so like it is like a competitive thing. So
decently, it's competitive, but it's also like in bass world, there's only so many good bass players, so it's kind of not competitive because when you're friends with the other good bass players, they get a second good call. They're already booked on their first call, so then they hit you up and they go, "Hey, I can't do this. Do you want this good opportunity?" And you're like, yeah. So yes, it's competitive, but also I've only benefited off of the quote competition.
I'm trying. So Emmanuel, what are you trying to improve? Like you keep saying, okay, you're very intermediate, but like, I don't know. I don't know exactly where are you trying to go? Like, and not very good English. Okay, I got you. What kind of music are you trying to play? What kind of drumming are you trying to be able? You know, you're fine. You're good. It just, I mean, it depends where you're trying to go, right? Because the skills to play speed metal are different than the skills to play straight ahead jazz.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, where are you trying to go with that? Let's see if he responds. Okay, yeah, you're self-taught. That's fine.
I mean, at a certain point, you just keep playing. At a certain point, you have to just get gigs and keep playing. Just keep putting yourself in positions where you have to get better.
Metal, kind of. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna go to your Instagram right now because I see your thing. I'm on the other page. All right, we're on his Instagram. I don't have any pictures of you or your drum setup though. The band's called The Radio, and it looks like it's referencing the Beatles because it's the Beatles font. Let's see. And is this... a nice music video.
That looks great.
A nice music video. So it looks like it's a duo. The band is a duo. I'm trying to find your drum setup. Okay, so from the limited I can see of your drum setup, you're not set up great. Your legs are too wide and your snare drum's not quite right. And your hi-hat is off to the side too far. It's going to affect your ability to play with any kind of speed. Where's your highlight? Tell me where your highlight is. I'll watch your highlight. Where's your highlight? Is it on Instagram? Is it on... Where am I watching this highlight at? That's the thing though, $3,000 a week is a great amount of money. You got to think though, is it guaranteed all the time? How many weeks? And the cost of living in Las Vegas is way higher than yours amount in rural Kentucky. I'm loading you up on Instagram right now. All right, one of your highlights has your band playing. It's not the first one. Let's see. Is it the second one? Okay. So I see a video of your band playing. See a couple. It's not that bad.
I'd say it sounds great.
All right, here's a picture. Okay, so yeah, you should definitely be using social media. If you're not using social media to showcase yourself, you're just leaving stones unturned, in my opinion. You don't have to love it, but it's part of the game. I mean, I don't love Facebook, but that just is what it is. I mean, I have a buddy who plays saxophone and stuff, and he literally met the band that he's touring with out of LA. He doesn't live in LA through Instagram. So you got to find ways to do it. All right, Emmanuel, I'm looking at your pictures here. I'm looking at your video here. You got that nice big fat snare drum on there. Your hi-hat's just not where I want it to be, and I see why you're doing it. Because you're used to putting these toms off to the side. You got two rack toms. You're doing that thing off to the side. I don't love that.
So yeah, it just widens you.
You're like your legs are too far apart, right? Like, I would love to find a way to keep it. You should be sitting at a table, right? When you're playing, like, you should feel like you're sitting comfortably at a table because you want to be able to be in the most ergonomically centered position you can be, not too high, not too low, and so you can actually play with ease. Because if you're set up any other way, the energy lost, because it's not like a ergonomically sensible way to set up, it's gonna hurt you, like physically, but also in terms of technique and speed. And if you're trying to do anything technical, you're going to be really frustrated because you're not going to be able to do it. The same thing with like tom angles and cymbal heights. Like those cymbals are up there pretty high in that picture. Like I don't hate it, but at the same time, like you think about having to reach this far versus having to reach this far is certainly a different thing. You know what I mean? I would, next time you sit down in your drum kit, sit down with your bass drum, sit down when you're in your throne, and your bass drum basically comfortable. So your legs not too tight in, not too far out. So you can just play straight down onto the pedal comfortably. And then similar thing with the hi-hat. Like you don't want to be too far off to the side. You don't want to have your leg extended out because then you're losing energy that way. That would be huge. That would be huge. If you're serious about it, find me. You can find me. Go to my YouTube. Find me. We'll talk. Do we think we should showcase do you think that should showcase on IG as players?
Dude, I was talking about this the other day. Like you mean like maintain as like kind of like a social media presence?
I guess so. That's what Fender Bender's asking for.
Yeah, no, I think you have to. We call it signs of life. Like, I'm not saying that everybody has to be like a full-on influencer at all, but you have to have signs of life. Like, you have to show, like, I own a bass and I can play a bass. Like, I think it's important. I'm not even saying show off all your gigs, but if you've got some cool pictures from a weekend out, I think it's important to, show a picture like, hey, I went out to, like I was saying, Sheldon, Washington or whatever, and played a fill-in gig. So I'm accepting fill-in work. I am working. Those are the two things that I wanted to say. So, yeah, no, I think you kind of have to.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't. It's free.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's like building a full-on career off of it most of the time. Obviously, it happens. But like, I think what you gain from it, you get this like, okay, so whenever I'm a tour manager as well, and when I need a fill-in player or a new player, I'll go up and I'll go, okay, if this person was recommended to me by Jack, I know they're going to be good, right? It's accepted. Like, if Jack sends them to me, they're going to be able to play. So then I'll go to their Instagram and go, what's their vibe? That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to verify that they play. I don't need to verify that they play and that they're good. Jack sent them to me. So it's just, it is what it is.
Your question about, is it better to be in a band or a hired gun?
I get paid the same every time, and I love that. So even when the artist that I'm playing for sells 4 tickets or 4,000 tickets, I get paid the same, and your boy is eaten because of it. So there's definitely a pressure that you don't have.
Well, okay, so
it'd be cool to be in a band.
I think he's in a band. But he thinks he gets more money offered because he's a hired gun. It makes more sense to do the hired gun thing. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, like, have a band on the side if you want, and for the fun and for the creativity and for all those different things that you want to do. But
and for the long haul.
But if this is a business,
right,
you need to approach it like a business, right? You need to go where the money's at. And the guys in the band should understand that it isn't personal, and you can want to play with them every time you can, but not when it doesn't make sense financially for you. You got to do the thing that makes good money sense for you and your household. The end of the day,
right?
And like, the people around you should understand that. If they don't understand that, then there's a lot of other questions you can ask.
I mean, yeah, I play a ton. Thankfully, we both do. We stay really busy, but still, at the end of the day, I'm like, man, I really would love some original music out or content like this. I have a bass channel here on YouTube that I get to put up a decent bit of stuff. So like, that gives me creative outlets that are mine. That's like my name on it, which is really nice. But since I'm successful and my bills are paid through just playing hired stuff, I'm able to like not really worry about like, I don't feel like I'm slave to social media promotion of my music. I don't feel like I'm a slave to that.
Well, that's the thing of it. Like, when you're in a band, a true band, not a band in name only, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of money. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize, like, your favorite band you might follow, that you might love, they might be really talented, but there's a very high chance they also have a lot of money. And, like, a lot of money's been spent. Either they do or someone around them has a lot of money. Yeah, I'm on the bottom. And then that's Nick above me.
Sorry, they're texting about my gig tonight already. The flu's going around down here, and everybody's saying, like, hey, I can play, but just know my voice is shot. And I'm in the same boat because I had it last week, and so did he.
I had it last week.
It's just like, he said, sorry, I'm just telling you, but I tried to sing a bit ago, and I sounded like Chewbacca. So they're like, hey, I'll show up, I'll play, but you're going to have less help singing. And I was like, oh, yeah, sadly, me too. So that's what I'm texting about.
Yeah. I mean, being in a band is a full-time...
It's like having 4 girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did it for 5 or 6 years in college, and we ran the whole gamut. We went on the road. It was awesome.
Yeah, I did it.
But at the end of the day, I mean, when I'm a hired gun, my success relies on me. And when you're in a band, you're waiting on 3 other guys or 4 other guys or girls or whatever to hopefully get on the same page as you. And you hope that somebody has the drive to promote, the drive to book, the drive to do this, and you hope that the whole band can rally around that energy.
Yeah.
It's just a whole lot more up to chance. And in this realm, I mean, we're both playing for artists that have full-on management teams, financial management teams, social media teams. I mean, it's like, dude, there's a village making these people's careers go, and all we got to do is show up and play bass, or show up and tour manage, or show up and play drums, or show up and run the Ableton file.
Adding harmony vocals will be huge. Slide guitar is fun. Harmony vocal will change your life.
What, playing?
Yeah, adding harmony vocal and slide guitar.
Somebody told me, so I'm a bass, like I said, mainly a bass player. I play, there's one road gig that I've got that I play electric, but I'm definitely going to tell you I'm a bass player. Somebody was talking to me about, like, oh yeah, you know, you play bass too. They're like, do you sing? And I was like, yeah, I do sing a lot. He goes, dude, honestly, like, you're a bass player, you better. Like, if all you're going to do is play bass over there, you should probably be able to contribute some more. And I was like, funny joke, but you're kind of not wrong.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you can learn harmony, at least harmony singing, and I'm not saying that's an easy thing, because, like, good harmony vocals will make or break an entire song for me. But adding that skill will totally change the way you support and approach the rest of your playing. And whatever skills you can offer to other people. Like, if you want to try to make more money as a player. Especially talking about being a hired gun. Bro, if you can...
Dude,
the more skills you can bring to the table as a hired gun.
Right.
Oh, my God.
So that's... I mean, I get a lot of work because I'll sing as much of your Broadway shift as you want or as little. And Jack's the same way. Where you're literally getting a drummer, but he'll also sing any request that people throw. And that just makes him even more valuable.
It's all about finding ways to... market yourself. It's the same answer. It's the same answer with your social media thing. Social media, you should do it because, like, you're a business. Approach everything you're doing as a business. Like, you, the individual, are the business, and your ability to make money.
Harmonic what training? Oh, redacted.
Retracted it. They took it back.
Redacted. Dude, you should be able to. I mean, look, I get calls just because I can run Ableton and build Ableton files.
Huge. That's a whole business, by the way. Like, people out there, like, you're talking about, yes. Yeah, I went to college for this, man.
What does it say?
Have I done harmonic ear training? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things you never really stop doing it. You're hopefully going to continue to listen and keep actively listening to be able to pull out the contents of a song as you're hearing it. Here's my little challenge. Anybody who's a musician out there, actively listen to a song sometime. And when I'm saying that, I'm saying, like, okay, listen to a song and think to yourself, what am I actually hearing? What parts am I hearing? Am I hearing, don't just say you're hearing drums and a bass and a guitar. What are you hearing? Are you hearing a kick drum, a snare drum, a tambourine, ride cymbal, hi-hat? Are you hearing an electric guitar, an acoustic guitar, a 12-string guitar, a bass? Is it plucked? Is it with a pick? Is it with the finger? What's happening here? And really try to understand that. Because if you can take that level of discernment when you're listening to music, it'll approach to everything, especially when you're trying to learn harmony. You're trying to like understand like singing and harmonic vocals, stuff like that, because you're gonna be able to hear like, okay, when you're hearing a vocal, it's usually not just the lead vocalist. It's usually a vocal and a harmony and a layer and maybe 3 or 4 voices you're not even understanding at the same time, but it's happening. So yes. You gotta go?
Coming on time.
All right. We'll do this again sometime. This was fun.
That's great.
We've never done this before. We just had some time in the afternoon. Figured just hang out. This is cool. Follow Nick's channel, Bassed. That's like bass guitar, BASSED. Period. He does a lot of like just very bass centric stuff.
Based.
So nice. See, you get it. Exactly. Johnny, I appreciate it. We're gonna have to leave it right here right now, and we'll talk later, okay?